AITAH for drawing the line at bringing my boss's dog home every night, even if they insist it's only temporary. So I, 29F, work as an admin assistant at a small company. My boss, Greg, 40M, is one of those we're all like family here types, which really just means he does whatever he wants and expects everyone to be okay with it. A few months ago, Greg adopted a golden retriever named Buddy. Buddy is great, Greg is not. Instead of adjusting his life to fit his new dog, Greg just started bringing Buddy into the office every day. That would be fine if he actually took care of him, but no, Buddy is now a full-time office employee. He roams around freely, eats people's lunches, barks during client calls, and even peed on the office printer once. Greg's response? Haha, classic Buddy. Anyway, last week, Greg sent out a company-wide email asking for a volunteer to take Buddy home at night. Why? Because Greg's apartment doesn't allow pets. Yep, for the past 2 weeks, one of my coworkers, Jessica, had been taking Buddy home. But now Jessica is moving out of state. Instead of, I don't know, finding an actual solution, Greg just assumed someone else would step up. I ignored the email, assuming someone higher up would shut this down. Nope. Instead, Greg calls me into his office and says, "So when do you want to start taking Buddy home? Not would you like to? Not can you, just when." I literally laughed, thinking it was a joke. It wasn't. When I said no, Greg sighed and went, "You have a house, right?" "Yes, Greg. I have a house with 2 cats who would literally light the place on fire before sharing it with a golden retriever." I explained this, and he rolled his eyes and said, "Can't you just keep them separate?" I told him flat out, "Greg, I'm not taking home your dog." He looked at me like I just punted Buddy into traffic. Then came the guilt trip. He said he was really disappointed in my lack of teamwork and started making vague comments about my attitude and how it might affect my future here. Now, some of my coworkers are actually siding with him. One even said, "It's not that hard," and Jessica never complained. Meanwhile, Greg now brings Buddy to my desk multiple times a day and says things like, "He really likes you. Are you sure you won't reconsider?" Buddy is currently staring at me as I type this. My fiance thinks the whole thing is insane and told me to start looking for another job. But now my coworkers act like I've personally wronged Buddy, and Greg gives me disappointed dad vibes every time I enter a room. So Reddit, Ada? Or has my workplace completely lost its damn mind?